Welcome back, friends, and today we're doing full body yoga workout, strong, challenging and relaxing at the same time. Before we begin, let's set loving and nurturing intentions for this practice. Close your eyes, guys, and put your hands up front of your heart. Smile with your heart inside out. Radiate that smile. Fill your heart, your body, your soul with a kind, loving, nurturing sensations. Life can be challenging, but once we acquire that peace and certainty within, nothing can disturb our world. With that, let's open up our eyes and reach up all the way, guys. Inhalation through the nose and then exhalation, slowly, gently put your one hand on the side, on the floor, on the block, and give your body a quality extension to the side. Very good. We're going to hold it for an extra breath or two, and let's go ahead and do it from the other side as well. Nice and open, arm all the way above your head. Very good. And another breath or two. Good work. Reach up all the way one more time. Inhalation and an exhalation. Good. Quality shoulder roll. Expand, open up those shoulders, and then go ahead and connect your hands behind. If you can connect them, not a big deal, just put them along your body on the floor. Chest up and open, express through your heart, and then slowly, gently, we fold in forward. Continue to open our shoulders, arms, chest. Try to reach, guys, those hands all the way up towards the ceiling. Feeling that extension, that stretch in the hands, in the wrist, in the shoulders. And then slowly on exhalation, come on back up. We will continue here on the kneeling position, but this time we will stand up a little bit higher. Pick up your hips off the base and slowly dive for another lateral stretch. This one is a little bit more challenging. Feel free to put your blocks on the floor or simply set your hands on the hips. You don't have to reach the ground all the way, but make sure please, you don't fall forward in order to reach. It's still a lateral stretch all the way. Reach that arm, guys, extend it over the head. Excellent. Let's reach up one more time and a couple more extra quality shoulders rolls. That's it. Reach, breathe, and connect your both elbows, this time in another lateral stretch. Opening up, waking up, this time a little bit more dynamically. Very nice. Breath or two. Excellent. Go ahead and tuck your toes, guys, and simply reach your right towards the right heel, hips forward, chest up and expanded. If that's already a lot, stay right there, or try to rotate your hips and chest slightly more towards the ceiling. And then simply switch. Hips forward, chest up. Good work. Inhalation, exhalation, and slowly return back. We go ahead and dive forward one more time. Let's connect those hands behind. Open up this time a little bit more through the chest. And then we're going to spend a little bit longer time here opening the shoulders. Close your eyes. Continue to reach and expand. We don't have to overdo it. Take your time. And then slowly come on back up to the center. And we take our both hands on the floor. We continue with a gentle cat and cow. Very simple flow, but very, very effective. And even on the days when you don't have time to work out or do your stretches, don't have time at all to dedicate to your health, you can do this flow in a downward facing dog to the tabletop flow just for a few minutes, and it instantly feels better on the back. Blood starts to flow all the way. One more time. Up and open. Excellent. Let's slowly reach our one leg up towards and extend your other arm. The balancing tabletop can be challenging for some of us, so feel free to put the hand or tap your foot on the ground. Reach through, guys. Nice, and extend all the way. Don't quit, keep on breathing. Very nice. And then we slowly, gently take the hand on the floor. We drive the leg all the way to the front. We tap our toes, guys, approximately, if you can reach, towards your hand, and then slowly behind. This way, we start to work on our hips mobility. We're just gonna give it a few. It doesn't have to be 5 or 10, just as many as you can fit in a given time here. With awareness, with a good form, guys. Try to hold that leg extended. That's perfect. And give me one more time, and then we're going to keep our leg all the way on the side up here. Let's up and open. We will continue to work on our hip flexor in a second. See if you can, guys, take your hand behind the back towards the inner thigh. That's it. Good opening for the chest and shoulder. We take our hand back, and all we're gonna do, we will start to lift this leg just a few times, building not only flexibility in our hips, but also a strength. We definitely need those. And let's do it a couple more times. Right up here. Beautiful. Go ahead and take your leg back and take your left foot, guys, slightly behind for extra balance. See if you can open up to the side. It's your kneeling position for the half moon or your Chandrasana. Reaching up, extending, expanding. Try to breathe slowly. Don't hold the breath, otherwise it's going to be really challenging on this balance. See if you can connect with your ankle. Maybe not right away. If you've fallen down 1 or 2 times, that's totally normal. Just start over again, because all we're doing here, we are practicing. We came to this practice to get stronger, more flexible, more balanced, more aware of the body. So mistakes are allowed. All right, let's slowly return back all the way. Keep your leg and extend to the downward facing dog. The same leg, guys, the same leg is lifted, which we begin with. Taking a deep breath in, and we continue with hip opening, few circles, few hip circles. Bring some awareness to your hands and shoulders, guys. Make sure that your body weight is not completely on the hands and shoulders. We want to move it a little bit back, so your arms and upper body feel free of tension. That's probably challenging anyway, but not as you keep entire body weight on your shoulders. All right, guys, prepare for a little bit more active flow. This will finalize this side. That's your tiger curl, not your plank. It's a little bump here. Knee towards the nose. Reach back, extend to the full downward facing dog. Knee towards the nose. It's almost a plank, but not exactly. So we still keep that curl of the spine. This is great. And carry on, guys. Anytime you have to put your knees on the floor and rest in a child pose. This is your practice. I want you to do that. Rest, recover for a few seconds, for a minute, and then come back refreshed. And we keep carry on. Give me one more, guys. I know it's challenging. Hold it with me. Hold for a few seconds, few breaths. And then we will put the foot back on the floor. Your Chaturanga transitions are totally optional in this practice. Depend on your fitness level. Push down, use your knees on the floor. Reach up through your upward facing dog. Shoulders up, back and down. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Extend and expand your back. Take your time. Relax the head and neck. Bring your awareness back. And then slowly send, guys, your knees back on the floor. And we repeat this flow from the other side. Reach your leg, guys, all the way up, nice and extended. Scoop your belly in. Keep breathing, finding the balance. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect at all. Life is not perfect. And if we haven't done balance and flexibility exercises, let's say for 20 years, for 30 years, or we never done them before, we can expect be absolutely perfect right away, right? The great doctor didn't become a great doctor right overnight, and so on. Keep on breathing, guys, and then slowly bring this hand back on the ground. We're going to carry this foot almost up towards your hand if you can, or closer, and carry over. Try to go through the good, gentle, generous circle here for the hip, all the way side and back. That's it. So we take in this journey for flexibility, strength, endurance, balance, step by step. And again, some of you working out with me close to 2 years or even more by now, and you know, no matter where you started, we get stronger, we expand, we grow, we become more flexible. It just takes time. All right. Takes time, consistency, and courage to accept our current level, that's for sure. All right. Give me one more, just in case. And land this foot all the way on the floor. We will continue to work with the hips after this little side stretch. All the way reach that arm up. Maybe that's already a lot. Or you taking your hand all the way behind, up and open. And we expand. That feels so good on the back and shoulder. And let's slowly return back. Up here, all you're gonna do, you're going to lift this extended leg a few times. Doesn't have to be again certain amount of repetitions, but I want you to work, guys. Lift that leg nice and straight and strong right from that hip. Give me a few more. This is perfect. One more. And let's return this leg back. And we take our right foot slightly more behind. You might be able or might not be today. Maybe that's not that day. Take arm and leg off the floor. If you did, you can tap anytime you feel unbalanced back on the ground. And we're holding, guys. Try not to hold your breath. Forgive me my back. And if it's there, go ahead and bind with your ankle. Take your time. Balance require, remember, you being present, making sure that you're breathing, being relaxed. That's one of the requirements. Take your time. And let's slowly return back to the center. The same leg which was extended is gonna go to that single leg, downward facing dog. Take your time. We begin the hip circle right here. Bring attention where your body weight is. And be generous, guys, with those circles. Give it a good, healthy rotation. I'm very proud of you. We're getting ready for the tiger curl. All the way, square your hips, guys. Draw your knee towards the nose, curl slightly. Take it back up. Curl it again. Knee towards the nose, extend fully. Carry on, guys. This is strong energy. Requires some energy to move through dynamically. but I know you can. All the way back. That's it. Let's do one more just in case. We're going to hold this one together, guys, all the way. Breathe. And let's slowly step to your plank. Your chaturanga is optional. Do it on the knees. I'm gonna come with you guys for modifications. Elbows, hug the ribcage, reaching up all the way. Expand. We will tuck the toes, roll through them, whatever you can do. Find yourself back in your downward facing dog, guys. Take your time. Relax your head and neck. Be present. The asana, when it's done right, remember it feels light, spacious. Still can be challenging, but it feels good. Go ahead and put your knees, guys, back on the floor. We're going to stretch our wrists a little bit, just one at a time. And go ahead and do it from the other side. Then simply take your fingertips behind. For some of us, we might go only halfway without taking it all the way. And that's totally normal. Again, flexibility of the wrist will be there. So you can choose to be right up here. That by itself can be challenging, or add a little tiny rocking movements. The farther you rock with the hips, definitely more challenging it is. Give me a couple more. That is it. All right. Slowly, guys. Come on out. Land on your toes. This is our toes turn. Make sure that you don't skip it, right? If this is challenging, all you're gonna do, you're going to put your fist on the floor. This is totally fine, and maybe it's just a 10% of your body weight there today. Tomorrow is going to be 15, and so on. Reaching those arms forward, and we just do a few rotations for the wrist while our ankles stretching in our feet, and then go ahead and reverse it. Give me just a few more. Perfect. And then we will take our right arm, left under knees. If you do have a strap, I brought it with me today, and you can't reach behind, you're going to take it in the first arm, which you take back, and then you just grab it on the other side. As your shoulders getting more open, you grab a little bit closer. Use, guys, your tools, your blocks, your straps. It's very helpful. So we still keep holding it. I'm gonna put my strap back. So still sitting on our toes. If it's too sensitive, then readjust and then come back. All right, let's go ahead and do the other side. I know. Reach up, use your straps. Instead the strap, you can use the regular towel or a piece of clothing. Straps are really, really comfortable to use. All right, let's give it another press or two. Stay with me, continue to open through the heart. And I know the toes feeling really sensitive. We're going to release them, put the knees, hips width apart, and just, guys, one at a time. Just shift a little bit more weight towards the ankles this way. And again. Doesn't have to be a lot, just an extra weight. Not your toes, guys, but your ankles, the top of your ankles, your feet. Great work. Come on back, guys. Tuck your toes. We're ready to extend back to our downward facing dog. Both hands flat on the floor. Relax your head and neck, my beginners. Remember, you can always bend your knees and just stay in your downward facing dog with your knees bent. Totally fine. Go ahead and take your one leg up. Expand, and we're ready to step to the runner lunge. Runner lunge, tricky. Sometimes we feel that we're folding our knees forward and we can't expand more. So if you square the hips, set the front knee above the front ankle, it becomes much more easy. If you are beginners, make sure that you put your back knee on the floor for now. That's gonna feel much better. Keep the chest lifted, elevated. On exhalation, guys, pivot on your back foot. Find yourself in your warrior two. Gaze over the front hand. Check that you hold your body weight equally on both legs. We return back into the runner lunge. We will do it one more time. Equally distributing your body weight between both legs, front and back. And taking ourselves back up to the runner lunge. Take your time, my friends. Take your both hands on the floor. Step back to your downward facing dog. Bend your knees right and left and right, just for a few times. That's it. Good work, and we're ready for the other side. Building the strength, balance, and awareness. Reach your other leg up. Make sure you reach it nicely. Aim to step in between your hands. If you have to readjust it, you have to readjust it. Front knee, guys, nice and square. Chest up and lifted. Both legs carrying the body weight. Reaching up, finding the balance here. Feel both legs, guys, working. And on exhalation, pivot on the back foot. Reaching towards the warrior two. Gaze over the front arm. Taking a deep breath in. On exhalation, return, guys, back to your runner lunge. Breathe in and breathe out. All the way, pivot your warrior. In our warrior two, we put our gaze towards the front hand, just like a warriors. And go ahead, take yourself back. We step back to your downward facing dog. If you feel that you need to take a little break in your child pose, go ahead. I'm gonna be here with my intermediate and advanced group. So just continue to breathe, guys. And again, if you went for the child pose, spend a few breaths there. You will be rested in no time. Then return back in your downward facing dog. Let's slowly take our one leg up again. We continue to flow. This time we step only 3/4, guys, of your warrior. So if my full warrior would be somewhere up here, nice and wide, this is a 3/4 approximately. We all have a different height, right? But if you about my height, 5.3, I like to think I'm 5.3 instead 5.2. So your heel is in the center of the back foot, which is about 30-45 degrees in. So step accordingly, and you might find yourself on the side with your hips on the side with your front. So if your right leg is up here, you might find yourself hips on the right. So simply shift them back to the center so it's square. Now the big deal is here. I know it's a challenging asana, your pyramid pose. You might want to try to bend your knee, right? Please don't do it. I want you to pick up the blocks, have the blocks handy, and keep this asana with your blocks, but with the both knees soft and extended, square hips. Another modification, stay, guys, right here. If you have a wall, you could have turned towards the wall and have your hands on the wall instead the floor. But do not hang in the air and do not bend your front knee. That's going to delay improvement with this asana. Go ahead and square. If you stay right here with the blocks or no blocks, we will still right here. We start to bring the belly down towards the front leg, down towards the quadriceps. I know how challenging it can be. Intermediate and advanced, if you feel more freedom in the hips, continue to extend. Take your hands slightly wider. Shift a little bit more weight, guys, toward the back leg. Watch your spine. Keep on breathing. Close your eyes. Fill your heart with gratitude. Nothing is healing the body more effectively than positive thoughts, that the thoughts of gratitude, the thoughts of giving, sharing, forgiving. That is really, really important, and we all know this, but we forget we got caught in a life cycles of running, achieving, or overachieving, right? Slowly come back. We're still staying here. I know it's challenging. Go ahead and lift your front toes. Try, guys, to keep your back foot still grounded. Bend your back knee. By itself, it's going to bring a lot of sensation in Achilles and the hamstrings. My intermediate and especially advanced, if you practicing your balance here, try to catch on your foot and continue to hold the asana, folding forward. This was very good. Everybody, slowly transfer your body weight towards this front standing leg. You don't have to take your hands off the floor at all if you're not ready, but if you're ready, at least hands up front of the heart. You might also use the wall, touch the wall up front of your body or on the side, or send your arms, your elbows along your ears all the way. Warrior 3. And let's slowly make a transition, guys, to the standing position. Turn around a little bit. We are going for the regular tree pose today. Then we practice an eagle and a base dancer. Maybe there, maybe not there. Keep on holding it. Your tree pose can be also practiced with the toes touching the floor, with your foot being on your calf, totally fine as well. Take your time, guys. And then the same leg, which is in the tree. And we wrap it around, maybe halfway, third way, full way. Use the walls if you have them around. Remember, we did our shoulders, bind, shoulders straight. So the same right arm is gonna go all the way behind left underneath. Use your straps, guys. We're holding it. Very good. A lot of strength here. Tap the floor, guys, anytime you have to. And catch up on your ankle. All we have to do here is to rock for a few times. Just bring it up and forward. And that might be it for today. You can also touch the wall up front if you have one. And when you're ready, we just give it a gentle opening. Doesn't have to be crazy. I want you to focus not how high you bring the leg, but on your balance. And extra breath or two. We are practicing. If you fell down, do it again. And then slowly, slowly shake it out. That was a challenging flow on one side. So go ahead and put your feet hips width apart. We're gonna go for the standing forward fold towards the toes. My beginners, bend your knees and relax your head and neck, everybody. All we're doing is here, we're gonna give it a few extra breaths, few extra seconds to continue to melt into the fold, just like your seated forward fold, but we're standing on the feet. And your transition, your hop, your step is totally optional, guys. I'm gonna go for hop today. Push down, chaturanga. Come on up. And we back all together to your downward facing dog. Excellent. Keep your both feet hips width apart or approximately there. Hands on the floor and ground it. Take your time. We will take this flow one more time from the top, our pyramid pose. So taking your other leg up, and this time, guys, again, step only 3/4. So if your warrior was a little bit farther, about 3/4. Back foot slightly on the angle, and the front foot straight forward. You might find your hips being all the way on that side. So shift them back to the center, to the square position. Remember not to bend your front knee, even though it's very easy to do so. Try to stay with your both knees soft and extended. Elevate your position with the fist, with the block. Books, if you don't have a blocks, use the ball if you have one. And we continue to fold forward. Trust me, if you do it right, you use your tools, your flexibility will improve much faster than you think it may. Make sure that your body weight not only on the front leg, definitely distributing between both legs. We're holding it. We keep holding it. We're folding forward. See if you can walk a little bit further. Inhalation, exhalation. Positive talks towards ourselves. Important. And let's slowly move forward. Now bend your knee, your back knee, this one, and lift your toes. Still maintain the good alignment of the hips, guys. Try, do your best, I would say, to keep the back foot on the floor. And then once you check all the points, go ahead and fold forward a little bit deeper. This is very good. My advanced group, intermediate advanced, see if you're ready for that little fun balance here. Belly on top on the quadricep. Hold this foot up front. Don't fold over. Take your time to acquire the balance. And let's go ahead and transfer our body weight towards the front. So you don't have to take your hands off the ground at all. You might try to keep your hands up front of the heart. Use the wall as an extra point, or come with me for the full warrior 3. When your ankle approximately on the level of your tailbone, your arms hugging your ears. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Let's make a transition to that tree pose. All right. Put your foot inside. Take your both hands together. And you guys can stay in this position of the tree without going any farther. And let's slowly take this leg and wrap it around. Now you're right up front. You're gonna take your left arm behind, right underneath, simply opposite to your front, like which is wrapping around. Let's make sure that we're breathing. Take your time. If you need to touch the floor, you need to touch the floor. Again, this is your practice, and let's take it as such. We're improving, getting stronger, getting more flexible, exploring with no attachment to the final result. Go ahead and undo it and catch up, guys, on the ankles one way or other. And all you may to do today here is just to rock forward and back. This is it. Just make it feel comfortable. And if it feels good, if it feels balanced, we go ahead and open a little bit. Nothing crazy. Use your wall. Focus on the balance and being grounded rather than to bring this leg higher. Take your time and breathe. Make sure your body is strong and to relax at the same time. Body has a one you. Go ahead and shake it out. We did really good. And let's reach up all the way. We're going back to the forward fold. Relax, guys. Restore. Let your body tune out. Look halfway through. And step, guys, your one leg behind. We will go together for the low lunge. In your low lunge, we will reach towards the ankle or quadricep stretch. We practice in today's pigeon at the very end, Kapatanasana, so we need our hips and quadricep flex in general to open a little bit more. Now, if you can't reach to your foot, you can pick up your strap, take your foot inside the strap and pull it this way. I would suggest, if you can reach right away, put your knee a little bit closer, then catch up and then slide it back. For those who reach in really easily, we lean in forward. You literally have to get off that knee, shift your body weight more towards the soft part of the leg, towards the quadricep. We shifting the weight forward. Not of my favorite stretches, but I know how important it is. Tight quadricep will actually also can lead to the stiffness of the back. We keep stretching it while leaning forward. Again, if you don't feel your quadricep, your muscle running from the hip to the knee stretching, you're doing something different, go ahead and lean back. This is it. Now, if you can't sit again on your toes without support, then keep your hands all the time on the floor. But I really, 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 guys, want you to work on your feet. Few extra breaths here. And let's slowly move back towards the front and simply slide your ankle all the way opposite direction. You can keep this knee into modification just like this. Even if that one is not available, then you're gonna go on your back and do the recline pigeon. Looks the same, just like a pigeon, but you lay down on your back and insert one leg into another. If you're staying with me, go ahead and lay down. And simply close your eyes. We're not gonna go any crazy here. Just letting our hips, lower back to mouth and connect and reconnect a little bit more. Begin with our body. Take your time, guys. Find your breathing. Making sure your entire body is relaxed. If the tension continues to grow, it's must to change it a little bit around, because with each and every exhalation, you should feel a little bit better, a little bit more free in the asana. That's very good. Go ahead and come back. We give it an extra little stretch here. Just catch up on your ankle. Use a strap or a towel. Take a deep breath. And then we're going to carry this leg all the way up front to variation of the crown chasana. Lift the heart. Extend, stretch this leg a little bit, and then simply take this leg over. That could be right up here. Make sure that foot is not hanging in the air, or go for the full Gomukhasana or cow face pose today. Challenging, different, maybe inaccessible for now, so do what you can. Again, as I showed you, you don't have to go one knee exactly above another. You just can step over. Let's close our eyes. And we just give it a few extra inhalations and exhalations. And then we do this flow, starting from quadricep stretch and low lunge on the other side. Very nice. Let's slowly come back on our knees. I will show you a little fun transition. You don't have to go there, but you can tuck your toes and up to the plank, push up if you choose to go there, reaching up, and downward facing dog. Excellent. Take your time to find the form. So let's go ahead and bend our knees, step walk or hop towards the front, another forward fold all the way through. Inhalations through the nose, exhalation, then look halfway through and step your another leg back. So if your left leg was up front, now your right leg is up front, front knee above the front ankle. That's for each first step. We're gonna go for quadricep stretch, and let's go ahead and reach for that ankle. Again, use your straps, use your towels, and eventually after a few breaths you should be able to lean a little bit more forward of that knee. We want to lean more towards the soft part of the quadricep, all the way lean forward. This is intense stretch. By any means, it's not easy, so it's not you, it's challenging for everyone, but we have to stretch it really good before that pigeon. And again, we worked so hard on that 300 reps challenge the other day, so we definitely need an excellent stretch here. All right, once you're there, let's go ahead and make a transition back for the couple extra stretches of our toes, giving the knees and quad a little break. Feel free to support yourself with your hands on the floor. And let's return back, guys, to the front. Are we ready for the pigeon? So simply move your other ankle all the way opposite direction. If you need modification, keep that knee out. If you come in with me, we're going to tuck that knee all the way under, and you can use your fist to put your forehead on the floor. You can also use the blocks. Just find the place where your body can rest. Maybe not right away, but with a few exhalations, you can feel that becomes more easier to breathe, and it feels like you can stay here for longer. Inhalation through the nose, bringing all the positive vibes inside the body, letting the body know that you're ready for healing, for improvements, inside out. And then slowly come on back up. We will catch up on the ankle one more time if you can. Reaching up and open. Good quadricep stretch and Chaturanga. Just carry this extended leg for the couple extra tall position stretches. Try to keep this leg, guys, extended, or use your strap and just wrap your foot with the strap. And we're ready for the Kapatanasana or cow face. You don't have to stack one knee on top of another. This is a challenging hips asana in lower back, so do it however your body allows you to do, as I showed you per modifications. Close your eyes, hands up front or on the floor for support. Let's dive back inside. hectic mind will produce an anxiety in the physical body as well. So calm, steady, serene, positive, loving, nurturing, happy thoughts. Let's give it an extra breath or two. And this time we are ready to go on our backs, guys. Go ahead and slowly lay down on the floor. And we will take our legs simply up towards the ceiling to give our heart a little break. If you're not going for halasana with me, for plow pose, this is normal. You can keep your feet on the wall up toward the ceiling like this, or go ahead and come with me. We're practicing a lot of rollovers in Pilates classes, and this is your plow pose here. I get a lot of questions, why can't I put my feet behind the back, behind the head? The answer is simple. We still need a little bit more flexibility of the back, and you won't believe probably, but your hamstrings as well. We take our time as you practice. That will happen by itself. You will be surprised. Let's take our arms underneath and give a good, gentle, feel-good hug towards our legs. This is it. And slowly put your both feet on the floor. Take your one leg right above the knee and gently press inside the inner thigh. Just keep on opening. The few final stretches. If it feels good, go ahead and join me for the bridge. We take an extra inhalation, exhalation, and we're ready for the supine position, eagle pose, just to give our legs, hips, and back a little bit more stretch. So now if your right leg above your left, guys, if your right just lay down as it's comfortable. Level your chest, your shoulders, make sure you can breathe. Take a few extra inhalations, exhalations here. And then come on back. Let's return back and take your other leg on top of your knee. And you can stay just up here, gently pressing on top. Take your time. And maybe you are ready for the extra here. Little bridge, one-legged, Siddhabandhasana bridge. Take another, guys, breath or two. Very good. And then we dive towards the eagle. So the left, if you're left going around your right, then you will take your knees on the right. If you're left, leg above the right, take your knees on the right and face opposite direction towards the left. We give it just a few extra. Feels so good on the back. And let's return back all the way to the front. We will take our arms and legs away from each other. Close your eyes, guys, and give yourself a final feel-good stretch, like you just woke up after a good, healthy night of sleep. Keep your eyes closed, guys, and slowly make your way up through the side or through the front to the sitting position. Let's bring our both hands Up front of the heart again is a universal position of the hands for the gratitude. We grow, we expand, we heal, we learn through the giving. Each and every one of us has some special gifts and talents to give back to others. So true living is giving. Let's look inside our hearts and find big, beautiful, ginormous smile. Feel each and every corner, each and every inch of your body with that happy, loving, giving, forgiving smile. Radiate that smile through each and every pore of your skin and flow, guys, through the rest of this beautiful day with unshakable love and peace inside. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me this practice today. Let me know how you did, what was the most challenging, what is easier for you now about your progress. And if you're new to the channel, make sure, guys, to subscribe. Welcome on board. Leave me a comment down below, and I will see you all tomorrow.